everybody, my name is Jinxette, and today we are doing a Create a Sim video collab with topazsims. And I just want to say quickly before we get more into the video, thank you so much for your patience, and I apologize for the wait for these past 2 weeks. It's been a bit hectic. I usually try to get ahead on my videos, but I've fallen behind, and it's been a span of time without any videos, so I appreciate the patience. I appreciate the support that still comes my way, even if I haven't posted anything. I have been streaming though, so if you haven't gotten a chance to check out my streams, my Twitch will be in the description down below. Even if I don't get a chance to get a video up, I usually try to find a chance to stream at least once or 2 to 3 times a week. But anyways, without further ado, this collab is our social media old versus new challenge, and basically what we decided was that Alex was going to do the more current popular social media choices, whereas I chose the social media choices that were really special and really important to me when I was in middle school. So for starters, I picked Tumblr. Tumblr actually I didn't get really into until I was about 15. I think that's actually when it came out, when I was 15 or 16. I think I was 16, but either way, I decided to go with the average Tumblr girl. The way I have always depicted these girls were that they're very casual, very laid back, but, their face is beat to the gods. The highlight is on point, so is the bronzer, the lashes, the lipstick, that kind of thing. But the beautiful thing about it is that it also still somehow looks really natural, at least the defining features of it, whereas, the lipstick is the accent that brings out the most pop, and then it makes golden hour photos look super awesome. Their hair, really, there's not really too much to be done about their hair. I've seen a lot of Tumblr girls, they just throw their hair up in a messy bun, take a really cute selfie, and boom, done. A lot of the times they're in oversized sweatshirts or crop top sweatshirts and jean jackets with fun accents, like the one that's being shown right at here in the video. And usually I see them paired with leggings and some kind of sneaker, usually Adidas, but I went with the high tops because I think I felt that it went with the outfit a little bit better. So it's kind of that hipster chic, kind of lazy, put together, but it still looks really good, still really looks trendy and super hip without you having to try too hard. With the formal wear for her look, I went with this deep V in the front because I feel like every single time I've seen formal wear on Tumblr, these Tumblr girls are always, dressed to the nines, in your everyday you get to be lazy, but then when you really dress up, you really go for it. And with the athletic wear, I kind of went with that same concept of crop sweatshirt, crop t-shirt, or just comfortable. And same with the hair. Sleepwear I didn't think too hard on. I went with the large oversized sweatshirt with underwear and then some moccasins, because I felt that's probably what you mostly wear, or an oversized t-shirt. And first, just to quickly mention, I don't use custom content, so everything I do is what I have in the game. And so making my clothing decisions based off of what I have. So I could, if I tried to find an oversized t-shirt CC, that would be awesome. But I like the challenge and I like being able to put these looks together this way. Anyways, the party outfit is kind of what I think most people wore probably when I was in college. The sheer top, you can see the bra, funky shorts, and then some hip sneakers. Because this is probably something that I probably would have worn to a party when I was in college. Same with the makeup concept. Easy done hair, nothing too crazy. Because my college town basically is very reminiscent of what I think Tumblr is. And at least just in style, it's very hipster, but it's also, you know, very in trend, and it's pretty quick and pretty easy. I don't know. I think my style choices are still kind of in that realm, but it's also slowly starting to evolve as I go more into my 20s. But either way, the bathing suit look went with this because I feel like whenever I see girls on vacation on Tumblr, you know, they're in a pretty robe, they're really kicking it hard, they're laid back and enjoying themselves, so that's how I picture that. And then the hot weather, you have to have a tied sweatshirt, or a tied t-shirt rather, some kind of tied shirt to make it a crop shirt. You know, I thought the flannel choice around the waist with some shorts would go really well, and I really actually took the time to think about not just the color of the pants, but the flannel, and like if you could untie the flannel, what it would look like if you put it on her. I just wanted to make sure that I could really stay true to that idea of what I think Tumblr is represented, or how Tumblr is represented rather, in their style, in the sim style. And I also named her Ever Tumbles. Tumbles, obviously, because it's Tumblr. Ever, because I always feel like people in Tumblr have the most unique names. Like, everyone is giving themselves a really random, unique alias because they want to be different. They don't want to be they don't want to be like anybody else. So, well, that's basically what hipsters are. Not saying that I'm not, because I'm pretty sure that is completely who I am as a person. But this colder weather, I was trying to find something a little more on the natural end. So, not natural, but more so like the lazy. Because like when I go out and it's wintertime, I throw water in my hair and I go outside and keep it down, because if I put it up, then my face and my ears and my neck are going to be cold, and I don't want to wear a scarf. I used to wear a ton of scarves. I don't really wear too much of them now, but every now and again I do. It's just, why would I? Why would I need to when I can just keep my hair down? I really wish I had like a teddy or something, but I ended up going with the sweatshirt, oversized sweatshirt with leggings and sneakers, because that is the most iconic look, and you know, you can wear it in cold weather. And Tumblr is a blog, so I stuck with the writing aspiration, and I will change this later, but I put hot-headed at first as her trait. I later change it to, I have it gloomy, but I change it later as I go through the other Sims, and I change it to erratic, just because I think a lot of people on Tumblr are very, not Tumblr as a whole, Tumblr as a whole, I think, is more of an unpredictable website where you're not sure what kind of demographic and types of opinions you're going to get, especially in terms of who you think is going to react a certain way, whether it be positive or negative. And that's why I picked erratic, because it's a little more predictable in emotions. And then this next sim, we have Tom from MySpace. MySpace Tom. We love MySpace Tom, and I decided not to create him specifically, just name him Tom. But I decided to go with the scene look. I used to really want to be one of those scene kids, but I did like all those things that a scene kid did, you know, not like fashion wise, but take really like good certain angles with like your Canon camera and write like a URL on your hand, or like make signs and then send them to your friends, because that really proved your friendship, that kind of thing. And with the hair, there was like a signature scene dude. I can't remember his name, but he has snake bites, he has black hair, and these bright blue eyes. And basically that's who my inspiration was. I don't remember his name. I just remember thinking that he was always so pretty. And basically, MySpace, I think, was the most easy to come together because, okay, first of all, I picked that shirt because I was like, oh, it's one heart because of sadness. Because you're a scene kid. And I always, and like MySpace was always a fun time. But anyways, I mostly went with bracelets, different funky colors, t-shirts. I tried to stay consistent with the skinny jeans and the Converse and the hair. I wish I had facial piercings. I can't remember which Sims game it was, but I was pretty sure that we had a game where we had facial piercings, and for some reason I thought that was going to be The Sims 4 as well. Alas, it was not. And like I said, I don't use CC, so that's how this is going. But this is the part where I switch her trait from gloomy to erratic and give gloomy to Tom. And I gave him the romantic trait because for some reason in my experience being on MySpace, I felt that everyone was always somehow really flirty with each other. You used to put like S and L, or S and L, like the sign and in your like title name if you were single and looking, that kind of thing. And I made him music because his aspiration music, his interest music, because there was a lot of really amazing bands and a lot of really great music that came out of MySpace. And I know for me and a lot of people, there's a lot of music we wouldn't have discovered and genres we wouldn't have discovered without MySpace. And I originally wasn't going to go through all of his outfits because they were all going to be kind of similar. But I did try to capture different pieces of like the way I understood being a scene dude. I was not a scene dude. I was just a girl who wishes she could be on that end with like, you know, like the scene hair and like you do like the raccoon tail or whatever in your hair. But I did try to keep with the graphic t-shirts, edgy jackets, skinny jeans, and worn out Converse that people eventually duct tape, because that's what they did. Or they Sharpie the white parts, or like write all over them, and you know, if you got other people to write messages on your shoes, you were popular or something. And then this one, I'm not sure if this is a form of social media that a lot of people are familiar with. I had like 8 accounts. This is Xanga. So Xanga, I think, is the more like teen, like not teen, but like the edgier version of MySpace. So if I thought like MySpace was like preppy scene kids, and then Xanga was like the edgy rock and roller emo kids. That's kind of my perception of it. And so I tried to go down that path with this lovely lady. And I tried to, I guess, like keep with the color. I also, tried to make it like more fun and enjoyable to look at. But I mean, I think right now she's super cool looking. But with this first outfit, I saw that like, I guess it's not a vest, but the tank button-up thing, blouse or whatever. I was like, that is a rockin' top, but I can't find pants that don't make the shirt tucked in. So, and I hate the shirt tucked in, so we're not going to. So we ended up with this really cool looking jacket. I would probably wear this in real life. And I was originally going to keep her in a dress. Thought that was a little not as exciting. Also the thing with Xanga, in my understanding of Xanga, is that it was like a divide in the types of people. So it was like, yeah, you had like the rocky, edgy kids, but those kids could also could like spin it and become like the next girls on Gossip Girl. But that would also be probably because when I was using Xanga, I was super into Gossip Girl at the time, but I was also like super into that like concept of it being really edgy and stuff. So that's the kind of like crowd I attracted. Like on Xanga, you could edit your blog, and then I would like make it black and white, and then maybe do like a PSD in the corner of like my favorite actor, because you could do that. Put it in the bottom like right corner as my background image, and have my URL on there and all that stuff. Make it look super fancy. And then I would be like talking about Gossip Girl, or the color scheme would be really dark, and then it would be like Serena or something, because that's who I am. But yeah, that's basically what I was going for her. You know, it's like that a mix, I tried to find that good balance between the two of them. So Tumblr was super hipstery, MySpace was a throwback for that scene kid look, and that Xanga was that mix and that balance between, you know, the edge and then what's it called? And then like I keep using the word preppy, but I don't want to use preppy. But that's basically what it is. And I always feel like people, when you have MySpace, you graduate to Xanga. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but that's how I feel about that. I mean, and that's what I did. I used MySpace. I stopped using MySpace. I went to Xanga, and then I used some other forms of social media as well. Yeah, and I also tried to depict her style as well through her makeup. I tried to keep it a little more colorful and stay away from like more natural colors, because that's what I typically do with my Sims. And I thought that with the way that she dresses, especially with the variety, having more fun colors would be super fun. So I ended up naming her Peyton Zhang, because Peyton was probably one of the first aliases that I used when I was using Xanga literally in middle school. So I thought it'd be super fun to use that name again. And I gave her the insider trait because I remember there used to be like groups and stuff you could be a part of on Xanga. And then I gave her the hot-headed trait just because I remember Xanga being a place where people were more dramatic, I guess, about being, you know, opinionated. And it wasn't as unpredictable. Like, you knew that if you said something was gonna start. But I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video, and if you liked it, leave a thumbs up down below. Leave a comment as well about your social media journey, who you've used, who you haven't used. I guess who, as in which social medias you've used. And I'm going to get back on my YouTube schedule as usual. And then, like I said, if you haven't gotten a chance to check out my streams, I am usually streaming every single week. It's super fun, and I love getting a chance to talk to you guys. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'm super excited to get back into this. So y'all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!